in high school, you were a big time player in Charlotte, and then you decided to do a post grad year. Talk to me about where you learned about the post grad year and then how you ended up choosing the prep school you chose.
Yeah, I mean, I got lucky. You know, my parents were big proponents of both of their kids getting a good education. And I had an older brother. He's about 3 years older than me. He was a really good basketball player. I would never tell him this to his face, but he was probably a better athlete than I was. And I looked up to him and sort of watched him do his thing for a long time, and sort of wanted to be like him. My mom was sort of exploring opportunities for him. He had some offers from some smaller Division I schools that were sort of closer to us in North Carolina. But my mom just had sort of this feeling like he needed another year. He needed some time. And she learned about Andover from a parent of an alum. So a parent, a friend of hers, had sent one of his sons had gone to the school, and then I think his daughter ended up going there, but not before my brother went. But he told my mom about, like, it's the way they described it was it's the best school in the country, and this is he'll get another chance to play whatever sport he plays. At the time it was basketball and football. He'll have a chance to grow in a lot of different ways. And my mom did her research, learned more about the place, and my brother applied and ended up coming. And so he had such a good experience. When it was time for me to do the same thing 3 years later, it was a no brainer, right? I didn't even, and I wouldn't recommend this to anybody, right? But I didn't apply to any other schools. I didn't even know any other schools really existed other than the schools we knew about from my brother playing against them, and then our rival school. But it just made sense. I was a good student. I wanted to play college sports, and still sort of be able to play sports and do well academically. And so I applied and got in and had an amazing experience. And it was one of those decisions. My mom sort of made it for me, and it turns out it was like the best decision that she could have ever made for me. So.